What is going on, guys? This is Daniel, and a lot of people have been asking me what ICE defense is, and it is, in my opinion, the best way to defend the pick and roll. So today I'll break it down for you, and I'll tell you why it's a great defensive concept. Now, the Bulls ice the pick and roll the best, and here the Wizards will go into a sideline pick and roll, and notice how Kirk Hinrich is angling Trevor Ariza away from the screen. He does not let Ariza go to the middle and forces him baseline. The person guarding the screener, in this case Carlos Boozer, protects the lane and will contain and prevent any drive to the basket. The idea here is that Hinrich takes away the jump shot, and Boozer can contain wall and stop penetration, and also recover to his man rolling or popping. And here they get Ariza to take a long contested two, the shot they want him to take. Notice how Boozer can contain the ball handler and the screener, and here he gets a steal. This defense is willing to give both players involved long twos, the lowest percentage shot in basketball. They're practically begging John Wall to take the low percentage mid-range two-pointer, as Augustine takes away the three-pointer and gives Wall plenty of space to take this low percentage shot. Noah will contain the drive, and he'll give Gortat that shot. And this is a great example of how Noah contains the ball handler and recovers to force the Gortat miss, and that hook shot, shacking the fool. Ice also forces stagnant offense, and here Augustine gets a steal. In a little bit, I'll go into how stretch fours can beat Ice, but Drew Gooden is not one of those stretch fours. And the Bulls will gladly let Andre Miller take this shot anytime he wants. And on the dribble handoff, Hinrich has to fight harder to prevent middle, and here he does a fantastic job. Now, ICE doesn't always have to be run when a traditional pick and roll is set. Here an off-ball screen is set, and the same principles apply. Hinrich goes over the screen to run Beal off the three-point line, and it works well, but they pick up a foul. Now, this is more of helping one pass away, but Gibson will give Booker that long two, which he doesn't take, but he's still in position to force the miss. Now, traditionally, the ICE defense is meant for the two players involved to neutralize the pick and roll by themselves, but sometimes need some help, and here Gibson comes from the weak side to bump the rollman Gortat to prevent the pass. Now, here are two examples of how the person guarding the screener comes a little higher than they need to, but each time a person on the weak side has their back to force a positive outcome for the defense. Now, because of the dribble handoff, Butler cannot stop his man from going middle, so Noah has to hedge, and while he recovers, Boozer and Dunleavy clog the passing lane as Noah gets back and they negate the play. Now, one of the best ways to blow up ICE defense is if you have a guard like John Wall who can attack the rim and get to the basket. Here Gibson was too high and he allowed Wall to go middle. If he was lower, he may have tempted Wall into that mid-range jump shot and been in better position to contain the drive. Now, this is one of those times where a weak side defender needed to come over to stop the rollman, and Gibson looks like he's going to here, but at the last second stops, which doesn't make sense because if he stayed, he only would have given a mid-range jump shot to his man, Gooden. Now, simply put, you cannot play ICE defense against a screener who can shoot, in this case Ariza, and here he gets a great look because there's no way Butler can contain and get back to contest that shot. This time Webster is the screener and the Bulls play ICE, and if they do that, he'll get an open three every time. Now, in my opinion, there are two ways to successfully counter the popping big man, and one is to switch the screens. Notice how they do so here, and Harrington takes that awful shot. The second method is to go under and hedge the pick and roll. Here Dunleavy does that, and that takes away the jump shot, and Hinrich going under takes away the drive. Now, because Ariza is popping, Dunleavy has plenty of time to get back to him. If he was rolling on the black line, that might be a bit tougher, as it could lead to a pocket pass from John Wall. Now, maybe the worst way to defend the pick and roll is to allow middle and have the big man sag. Why? Because it always puts the defense into a 2-on-1 situation with the big man, and more likely than not, they're going to get good looks. Well, there you have it, guys. There's no doubt in my mind the ICE defense is the best way to defend the pick and roll, and it's just one of the many reasons why the Bulls defense is tops in the NBA. Well, thanks for watching, and see you next time.